Hello friends, welcome to the Wednesday show. Today we're going to talk about 3 little shop hacks that will make you more efficient in making your projects and hopefully will help you along with your woodworking. As a reminder, we do full build shows every Sunday and mini shows including hacks and tips and techniques and reviews every Wednesday. I hope you will stick around. I think this will be a very interesting show. Thank you. We often end up with material that is odd shape and has absolutely no straight lines anywhere. We don't need to discard this material as we might be able to use it in future projects. But how do we create material that is usable in pieces of wood that they're totally lacking any straight edges? Well, we take a straight edge of some form. In this case, I'm going to use a long level, and we draw a line making sure that we're wasting the least amount of wood. So, as you can see here, I'm looking at the wood, and when satisfied, I'm drawing a line that it is totally straight and allow me to utilize most of the wood that I have in my disposal. That line then will allow me to cut this piece of material and then square the other edge. By going slowly, you can freehand this process, as you can see here, and I have found that the bandsaw is the best tool for this. Even if you don't do a perfect job, it would be very easy to use either a sander or an edger to make it perfect, but it comes very, very close to be perfect right here. Now, with one of our edges actually level, we're going to use our jig and level the other edge. Of course, we don't need a jig, all we need is the fence, because we have a good edge already. My bandsaw is very old, so it is very finicky and it takes me some time to make sure that it is perfectly positioned, and that's what you see me fiddling with here. Newer bandsaws are much easier to do that with, but in any case, even in this old bandsaw, I can get it to be very close to perfect without much difficulty. It only takes a little bit of time. And here we go, I found a very good position for it, as you can see. And we start cutting. Again, the goal here is to waste as little material as possible. By keeping a constant pressure on the piece, we are making sure that it is tight against the guard, and that way we're making a parallel line to the original line. And as you can see, we now have a useful piece of lumber for our projects. You can see what a nice piece we ended up with. And now the last thing I'm going to do is actually square one of the edges. Again, this doesn't have to be perfect, because more than likely when you have to use it in a project, you're going to adjust the length of the piece. So here you just want to come as close as you can to being at the right angle, but it is not critical at this stage. You're just salvaging this piece of wood. Making a keyhole to attach something on a wall using a keyhole bit on a handheld router can actually be a fairly difficult task, because the router will have the tendency to walk on you, and if you do not have a router table, you can create this very simple jig by attaching a straight edge close to the wood that you want to make the keyhole, and that will allow you to make the keyhole perfectly straight. Let me show you. Now this is a little longer than it should be, so let's do another one. That requires just a piece of wood that has a single edge that is straight, and that's it. We align our router with the edge here. And as you can see, we have a perfect keyhole. Let's see if we can zoom. So by using this jig, we have the ability to go down with our router and then control it in both directions. And as you can see, we now have a very good hole. That can easily support the wood. Another thing that we can do, if we want it to create a situation in which we have a channel running through the wood, we can actually use the same keyhole bit like so. Start in the beginning here, pink flat. And as you can see now, we have a perfect channel. That can give us the opportunity to tie things at any point across this board. This is a very nice clean cut, as you can see. And the keyhole, of course, is like so. It's a great idea and a great way to use your tools without having to spend extra money for additional equipment. I hope you enjoyed the show today, and if you did, please smack the like button. If you didn't, the other button works as well. Subscribe and share this video to help us grow the channel, and be part of the community by making comments. Thank you for visiting the Garage Woodworker. I will see you on Sunday.